Joining us now is Judd, the president of the National Border Patrol Council. Brandon, thank you for joining us. You heard from Ali. There's this warning that went out about escalating violence against law enforcement officers at the border. Is that something that your officers are starting to see with their own eyes?
We've been seeing it for an awful long time. You know, it just so happened that this incident got caught on video, but that's not something that's new to us. It's something that we've been seeing for a long time, and it's a learned behavior. And that's what's so frustrating to every single one of us, is we recognize that they have been taught that if they violate the laws, if they assault us, if they spit at us, if they whatever they do, threaten us, they know that they're not going to be charged. They know that there's not going to be a consequence. And that's the purpose of our laws. When you enforce consequences, you are trying to deter people from violating those laws. But when you don't enforce any consequences, then you're teaching them that it's okay. It's okay to violate our laws. It's also okay to assault us. It's also okay to threaten us. It's okay to do all those things. And that's what this administration, unfortunately, has taught these individuals. And this information gets spread through social media. It gets spread by the cartels. That's how they're able to go out and advertise their services, get people to put themselves in their hands. And that's what's really unfortunate. And the only way to curb this is if you start prosecuting or start enforcing a consequence to a violation of the law.
Yeah, and I think one thing that people are confused by in that viral video now, where you see them rushing through the barbed wire, is they're like, why aren't the National Guard stopping them? Like, take some action, stop them. But my understanding is with Operation Lone Star, and correct me if I'm wrong, the National Guard can really just stand there and sort of, almost like as a show of force, but that they're not allowed to actually, like, stop anyone. Is that true?
No, it's not true. In fact, they do deploy a lot of different less lethal options. Texas DPS does that as well. Unfortunately, at that specific time, those tools weren't there, and the Border Patrol didn't step in to help. And that's, again, what makes every single Border Patrol agent mad is when we know that we're supposed to be doing that job, but the government of Texas has to step in because we're not allowed to do that job. So there are less lethal force options out there. Right there at that particular time, they weren't there. The tools weren't there. So they are making sure that those tools are there throughout this entire situation and going forward.
And another thing that's confusing, Brandon, is you see these National Guardsmen in Texas in the barbed wire, but I was just in Arizona at the border last week, and it's like a totally different scene. I mean, it's wide open. There's you've got the Border Patrol out there working as hard as they can, but there's only so many of them, and there's these big gaps in the wall that we saw where people are able to walk right through. So in Texas, they're securing things, but can't these folks just go right to Arizona and walk in?
That's in fact what's happening. That's where I'm at. I'm in Arizona myself. That's where the vast majority of our apprehensions are taking place right now. And so what we've seen is since Governor Abbott has been employing different policies and programs, what we've seen is this huge shift to New Mexico, Arizona, and California, where the cartels recognize that these are governors that aren't going to do what Governor Abbott is doing. And so we've seen a drop from 60% of the apprehensions taking place in Texas to where now it's only 30% of those apprehensions are taking place there. And the shift is on by the cartels to where we're now seeing a majority in Arizona. We're seeing high numbers in California, and we're also seeing high numbers in New Mexico. And New Mexico is what's really troubling because, in my 25-year career, we've never seen large numbers through New Mexico, and now that's starting to happen.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, it controls the problem in Texas, but then they just moved to another state, and it doesn't really fix anything for the nation. And I'll tell you, after seeing it with my own eyes in Arizona, the job that the Border Patrol does, I mean, it's so hot out there. The terrain is so rugged. There's no cell phone service. There's no restaurants. There's no gas stations. I mean, they're really out there on their own trying to protect the border, and they're obviously having such a hard time with the surge. So, we're thinking of all of them right now. Judd, thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate it.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.